here we go. This is, I don't even know what bracket it is. This is bracket I. Actually, I just said it, so I don't know why I don't know that right now. So this is bracket I in the round of 32, and we are on Twin Peaks, and it will be between the red player on the left side, propropropro in the Shark Helix, and Dissonant blue player on the right side, flying a Frank Angel in the Festive Angel. In my opinion, one of the goofiest, most ridiculous looking skins in the entire game. And oh god, all the candy contrails. What does he want to just screw me and stress out my system or something like that? Look at all those candy contrails, so obnoxious. But it does look like Pro is immediately going for bottom, and Dissonant is just chatting, not opening at all. With, I mean, as an Angel, he can get a huge advantage on bottom, but he just waited till 10 seconds left in the game to start shooting. Might want to just finish off the Ratchet right now, honestly. Oh gosh. Okay, but Pro with a huge advantage, able to finish off the Gaddy and the Ratchet incredibly quickly, and the Longhorn will go down as well, way ahead of Dissonant at this point. Oh, and I gotta hide that. Yeah, sure, why not? But yeah, Dissonant able to finish off the Gaddy now. Oh, not even able to finish it off now. Okay, finally, but Pro way ahead, already working on the neutral outposts and the brutes in the post. Pro trying to save the creeps, but not going to happen. Should have leapfrogged the Gemini up a little bit closer, I would say, and probably block the creeps from the Team 9 over here. Dissonant is just going to be sniping Twin Peaks. I guess Angel is a pretty great mech to be on Twin Peaks. Angel is a little bit OP right now, I would say, even in 1v1. Ever since the carry capacity, across the board carry capacity increase, it has been pretty freaking strong. We did bring it up in AirMech Talk, however, that was when my audio issues were happening, so I apologize for that. But right now, Pro is slightly ahead of Dissonant, has already been able to take his bottom left. Dissonant still working on knocking down the brutes in the bottom right. So, Pro already with an artillery line set up, but against an Angel, it will be very, very difficult to maintain. He really needs to keep up. Bring out some more healing units, and just as much as he possibly can, save his units from being sniped down. Dissonant now finally able to take this bottom outpost, but Pro is way ahead at this point, but Pro might be overextending against an Angel. Let's see how this actually works out. Dissonant has one tank in the range of 2, and with a Ratchet down, so he will start to snipe. His Gemini does go down, so he is 12 to 21. Pro almost has double the upkeep Dissonant at this point, and Pro is just kind of massacring and not even like, he's not even killing that much, but he's just doing it at such a much faster rate than Dissonant. And it does look like he is going to be able to get the advantage over here. Oh, Dissonant not able to take the bottom fast enough. I think the chat at the beginning cost him, as it probably has several times in the past. But right now, Pro just making Easter egg bombs and just bombing away at Dissonant's units. And the Ratchet's getting hurt. Dissonant not bringing out more Ratchets, just bringing out more artillery, and Pro able to kill another unit with bombs and just landing and firing. He could probably even push in right now. There's 3 tanks, 1 Seeker, and a Ratchet. What is Pro? He's just making bombs, and he has plenty of cash in his bank right now. 16k. Dissonant has 10, almost finishing off Pro on the ground, but Pro does lift off to be able to save himself. Now bringing out more bombs. Dissonant on the ropes, needs to use his outpost as cover, I think, but if he does that, the problem is that outpost is going to get neutralized, and he's going to be way at a disadvantage. Does he have any infantry in his loadout? No, he does not, so he can't really spam infantry. Although the creeps on Twin Peaks do come at a pretty, well, not necessarily rapid rate, because it's really close, it's not as big of a concern. But now Pro now starting to leapfrog toward Dissonant's bottom right. Oh, and Dissonant's in Javati. When did that happen? I didn't even know that, but either way, I thought he was still in Seeker. But yeah, now Pro gonna be able to snipe. I mean, I don't really think he needs to snipe the Sonya. He can just pump out tanks right now and just push in. Dissonant can't really do too much about it. Yes, as an Angel, he can kill at a pretty rapid rate, but he won't really be able to compare against Pro, who is actually, I didn't even really think about it until now, but he is a Helix, which is pretty much the typical hard counter mech to Angel. It's not even that. It's not really hard counter per se. It's just really disadvantageous. Oh, and Dissonant lifting off. He stopped to snipe when he leveled up. He got more energy and health. Probably worried about taking Helix missiles from Pro. But now Pro going to be able to take this bottom right outpost under his control. Not going to be able to hold it very likely, but oh, and he's real low in health. Oh, but doesn't. Oh, will the Seekers get him? No, he's okay. Going with that Mako pilot, almost kind of you know, spelled his. Oh no, Pro, no. Why? No. Oh, that's sad. But he's still way ahead. Oh no, Dissonant's now at a 13 to 19 advantage. What's happened? Pro leapfrogging up way too aggressively, splitting up his units down there at the bottom. To be quite honest, I wasn't paying that hard of attention. But yeah, oh man, why did Pro hover like that? He got himself killed by Seekers, and now he's forced to pull back, and now his advantage has turned into a disadvantage against an Angel on Twin Peaks. That sucks. That sucks, man. I'm sorry, but propro, you had it, bro. You just leapfrogged a little too aggressively, split up your units on the bottom right, and yeah, I know in hindsight, I'm really, I can say that in hindsight, but oh, he's trying to snipe something, but his Gemini is really low on health. You can see the health bars now, though, so that's one good thing. You really know exactly when to lift off. But now Dissonant is making a pretty strong defensive slash offensive line, and right now, Dissonant can't just land and snipe now. He can just do his angel thing. Propro will not be able to really kill him very easily. He'll probably run out of energy first, and yes, Dissonant does have that loop, and he's right next to his outpost. That's one of the biggest advantages to being an angel on a small map. You can just land and shoot, and then you immediately can you know, lift off, heal up, and all that stuff. Propro getting himself again killed by another Hunter Seeker, and Dissonant's already at level 6, has Berthas out on the field, and doesn't look like it's going very well for Propro right now. And Dissonant is going to be able to just snipe away and kill as many units as he wants, and Propro's not really going to be able to do much about it. He needs to finish off that jammer. Boom, one hit kill. And that's going to be it for propro, I think. And he's pulling back right now. It's going to take a miracle to be able to win against an Angel on Twin Peaks after he's already hit Berthas, and you don't even have any Berthas out on the field. Propro does have generators, but Dissonant does as well, so yeah, it's not looking good. Dissonant has jammers and Sonias. He doesn't have any... Okay, he does have a Sonia out on the field already. And right now it's just making more of it. Oh, but he might get finished. No, Propro not able to finish him off. Once again, the close post distances doesn't require you to go too far from your post, so Dissonant can easily, safely... Oh, now Propro pretty much doing the backup action for if you're behind on Twin Peaks, go for top. But now Dissonant is going to start to leapfrog up. He's just going to use these units as cover for the most part when he starts to snipe. He's probably not aware that Propro is going for top quite yet. Oh, and Propro now redirecting his efforts to bottom. I don't know if this is a good decision. I would agreed with him just now going for top. Yeah, so many candies, I'm glancing at chat back and forth right now, and Sporacle, that comeback, I don't know if you can really necessarily call it a comeback, but it was a big mistake by Propro too. Oh, what? No, he can't kill him again. He does it. Oh, and he gets killed again with another Hunter Seeker. Oh man, but yeah, Propro had it. And then lost it for the most part. He just too aggressively leaping up and got a lot of his units killed. Got himself killed, so he wasn't able to micro his units. And against an Angel, that is pretty much game changing. Dissonant's aggressively moving up now, and can easily do so. Can Propro actually even carry 3 tanks right now? Probably level 6. Let's see, level 2 carry cap. Yeah, I think so. But now he is going to start doing some butcher drops, which were recently nerfed. 50 less health recently, but will start to kill some units over here. One Gemini goes down. I don't know if that was necessarily worth the butchers. And Propro getting killed one more time by a Hunter Seeker. Really detrimental at this point. Man, yeah. Whoa, just very unfortunate circumstances for Propro. Not even really unfortunate circumstances. He really shouldn't. You really have to keep your eye on your health bar. And now just starting to pump out some butchers. It is one of the go-to really strong units right now. It will probably be eventually nerfed enough so that wouldn't really happen. Oh, but multi-butcher dropping. Will he be able to kill some units? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Dropping just more butchers, but Dissonant can... Oh, when did Dissonant die to a Hunter Seeker? I didn't even really notice. But it doesn't really matter. It's 18 to 35. And he's just way ahead. Propro with his butchers are actually doing good amount of work right now, killing some units at bottom. And what is Propro doing? He's just making more butchers and some, but he has 0 units over here. Where did he bring his units? No. Okay, 1 Seeker and 2 butchers there. Yeah, so Propro has almost nothing left. I'm a little surprised to see Dissonant that Dissonant didn't push quite yet. Okay, I think he's now microing his units, so they are going to be moved up. Oh no, he's just leapfrogging. I mean, he can easily take this bottom right now. Propro now working on top. Dissonant's easily going to scout that. Oh, no, he doesn't scout it. Okay, he doesn't go top. But either way, Propro is now going to start to work on top. He needs to make... Okay, if he's decided, okay, I've lost this bottom outpost, probably needs to make a defensive line right here with some artillery to prevent... But the thing is, Dissonant has Berthas, so it's going to be really hard for Propro to do anything at this point. His loadout was really more of an early game loadout, like an early game advantage loadout. I guess he does have those generators for... you know, for the contingency that it goes later. But Dissonant also has generators. He has late game units, well, late game unit in the Bertha, sort of, with the Sonya, but not necessarily the same thing. Propro now going to try to finally take top. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get it, though. And even if he does, there's still 2 T99s over here. Oh, and Dissonant has already started leapfrog, so he's just going to be able to snipe. And, you know, even though Propro has missiles, Dissonant's still really close to his outpost, so still not that dangerous. And, oh, Dissonant, was he able to snipe that, XP under Propro? Yeah, I don't know if he was able to. Either way, it doesn't really matter. It's not really that important. Dissonant now going to make a defensive line here at bottom, shooting to make some units by clicking in there at the bottom. But yeah, okay, Propro. Dude. Yeah, man, he had it at the beginning, but he just threw away a lot of his units, and that's really the only way that you could win against an Angel on Twin. I'm not the only way, but that's one of the, you know, one of the most viable ways to beat an Angel on Twin Peaks in 1v1, because if you let it go to level 4 or 5, it just gets worse and worse and worse. You need the early advantage, and at this point, level 9 Dissonant, we are at almost 9 minutes in the game, so, and Pro doesn't, he's not able to move these in you know, in defensive advantageous position. He just needs to, you know, put them back here, blocked by the outpost, because he can't really, you know, afford to put them in range of those. I think they are even in range of Berthas. Why can't I click this to see the range? But let's see, the Berthas are even shooting up here, so Pro really needs to do something at this point. Really needs to, I mean, I don't even know what he could do at this point. Dissonant is just so far ahead, 51 to 18. Dissonant could probably push out and win at this point. He has his Archies now. I'm not really sure what this is definitely not going to do anything. Okay, now repositioning. But yeah, this outpost is not going to stand under Pro's control. And why? Okay. Yeah, Dissonant could actually push up. He's probably eventually going to do that. Has no more artillery. He'd ferry them all to up here because he knows Pro is going for top. So Pro with 22 out of 53, but you know, Dissonant could push at any time, and Pro will have no credits in his bank to really be able to you know, support this. Now going to move his Ratchet up to support the rest of his push. Pro does not realize that this is coming yet, and at this point, I don't know, maybe defensive artillery could actually do the job for Pro in this defense, because he does have full health, but even then, Dissonant is an Angel, so he will be able to kill his defensive artillery really quickly. So let's see what happens. Pro now moving out. This is probably, oh, he's going for a death push. Okay, I love the ferry from this lane to this lane, but right now Dissonant, oh, he set him on T, he didn't set him on Y. So right now it's not a base race. Pro, okay, this is probably going to be okay. Dissonant as an Angel with plenty of units over here to defend. He will be completely fine. Pro already calling the GGs. He says two nevos. I'm guessing in his language that means two noob, or two, I'm not exactly sure, but either way, Dissonant has a massive advantage, and it's just a matter of time before he can actually get the finish right now. Moving up on this close outpost, which is pretty much exactly what he needs to do. Already has successfully defended his fort, and at this time, Pro has nothing that he could actually do. No more options left, no more units out on the field. Dissonant now finally pushing out Pro, putting out whatever he can in defense, but with a massive income advantage and the domination, it doesn't look like there's much that he can do. Dissonant is pretty much gonna get this win after Pro, I don't want to say threw away the game, but he really did have it, in my opinion. He had it. It was all him at the beginning. And if he just, you know, played the safer game instead of just over-aggressive, he probably would have had it. But he got a lot of his units killed. He died himself. That allowed Dissonant to finish off the majority of his units. And from there, it was pretty much a typical AirMech game. And Dissonant able to, you know, roll the rest of the map, especially as an Angel on a small, on a map with small post-to-post distance, sniping butchers right now. And actually, he's probably going to win through domination because his push has been pretty much stopped by the Pro's defense. I think you do get a 4 times income boost when you are being dominated, but it's just a matter of time before domination actually completely finishes you off. Right now, Dissonant is, there's a... Oh, Twin Peaks has the bunkers now. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't been able to cast or observe or play that much at all since the new patch. Auto-deploy has been introduced, you know, so I didn't really notice it being used very much here on Twin Peaks. It's probably not really that useful, but Pro gonna get finished off by oh no, he gets back to the fort. How about that? How about that? How's about that, guys? But either way, 12 to 53. Dissonant, I would say Dissonant could probably move out, but at the super high income rate that Pro has right now being dominated, it's probably safer just for Dissonant just to wait for the domination to finish him off. Let's see here. Lots of artillery over here. He's probably ferrying it, isn't he? Oh, no, he's just ferrying whatever mobile units he has. I guess he's going to go for the kill again. He has a lot of mobile units here for defense. Nothing at the bottom except for a single Gemini and a generator down there. And now he is going for corner drops. He is starting to push out. Pro has 20k in his bank, but he's just making butchers. Might want to start making some more defensive artillery for these, you know, incoming units. But once again, it's just a matter of time before Dissonant wins via the domination system. The domination mechanic, and Gemini at the corner, and this is probably going to be the end of the game. Lots of damage going down on Pro's fort, and boom, Dissonant RTS. Oh no, previously Dissonant RTS, I'm sorry. Now is just Dissonant, apparently in the faction Javati, winning this game and moving on to the next round, the round of 16 on Salt, and he will be playing in Bracket X against the winner of Dark Void versus Rex. So, stay tuned, guys, for the next round. Streamed round is going to be Bracket M.